Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I'm gonna do another one of the Chromafusion eyeshadow looks. Overlook my red eye. I poked myself with a brush, and also I think I kind of had a relapse of my pink eye. So I'm struggling. Today's been a struggle. I did my face already. I used my Time Wise Matte 3D Foundation, concealer, perfecting concealer. I'm having a pretty good brow day too. I don't know if y'all can see. That's the only thing that's went right. The makeup may be the only thing that goes right, and we'll see if the eyeshadow goes right. Pretty much everything that I used in the last video, I used in this video, which I know I didn't do my face in the last video, but I did use the same blush, the Juicy Peach, and I used the glazed highlighter. I used the Gilded Glow bronzer. The Precision Brow Liner in brunette, and the volumizing brow tint in blonde. I'm sorry, dark blonde. I used these two for my eyebrows. I think that's all. The concealer was Light Ivory. That's what I used. But I'm getting ready to put on the Mary Kay eye primer. That's what I did in the last video. I like to use eye primer. I was using a lot of concealer on my eyelids to prime, and you can do that for sure, but I think that it's just a better idea to use a primer if you have it available, because a primer is just made to prime, and concealer can crease. If you're going to use a concealer on your eyes, I do suggest to set it. I don't just watch YouTube people, like, you know, people who become famous for doing makeup tutorials on YouTube. But there is a guy that I watch on YouTube. Excuse me. He is a makeup artist in real life, actually. And he is the person I've been getting a lot of tips and tricks from. And he knows what he's doing, basically, because it's his job. So he's the one I've been kind of getting my tips and tricks from. And he's the one that suggests you use an eye primer and not just a concealer. A concealer can crease. We have oily eyelids. So if you want longevity with your eyeshadows, definitely a primer is better. Okay, so to set my eyeshadow base, because I have oily eyelids, I have oily skin, that's why I do this. And again, I just like the look of my eyeshadow when I do it. I'm going to go in with this shade this time. It's called Biscotti. The difference between that one and the Blossom color that I used before is just the Biscotti color has more of a cream tint, whereas the Blossom has more of like a pink undertone. I mean, it's not a very bright pink. You can see here, it's not very bright pink, but this one just is more cream. They're both mattes. And I can really use either one. I just really like this shade. I think is why I chose the Blossom last time. I think we're going to go with green today. I have a little bit of green in my shirt, which I know this is like a teal color, but I have a little bit of green in my shirt, so that's what we're going to go with. Okay, instead of my regular eye look, I'm going to kind of go a little bit different of a direction today. So I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's called Moss. And I'm going to do an outer V. This is different than what I've normally done, so you guys just bear with me, okay? I'm focusing in the outer V portion of my eye. I don't have contacts in, so if I'm getting too close to the camera, I apologize. Okay, so I've taken a smaller brush this time, so I'm going to go in on this inner corner here and just put a little bit. I'm going to leave a gap in between. Okay, do you see how there's some here in the inner corner, but we'll fix that. Do you see how there's still, like, even though there's a gap here, there's still more of a rounded shape? That's what I'm going for. And this is called a halo eyeshadow look, and there is some fallout, if you can see. So I'm just going to take my brush and just dust that away. And dust it away very easily. I'm going to dip into this shade here. It's called Sandcastle, with a fluffier brush, and I'm just going to blend those edges a little bit. And I kind of join that together, but not the actual color yet. I will join that color in just a second, but I'm just more blending out those edges. See the difference? This one just got confused. This one just looks a lot more blended, a lot more presentable than this one. Okay, so no more harsh edges. I'm going back with that smaller brush. I'm going back to the moss, and I'm just gonna touch it up a little bit, because when you blend, you lose a little bit of your pigment. Okay, and then I'm just going to join them together, but just very lightly, not a harsh line, harsh, like, and I'm not all the way down here, just at the top. I'm just joining them together. So I have very little on my brush there. See that? So I'm still leaving that open. One more time with the Sandcastle. I'm just going to blend the edge. To make sure it's nice and blended. So I'm going to go ahead with this brush, take that moss on the bottom, just join it on the bottom here. And I don't think I'm taking it all the way over. I'm going to stop about midway. And again with the blending brush with Sandcastle, just gonna blend that out a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of eye primer on the back of my hand. See, just a little squirt. Taking this small brush I dipped in there, and I'm just going to kind of cover that area that's open, kind of wider at the top and a little bit smaller at the bottom. Okay. Now wipe that brush off, and I'm going to work fast. This color here, called Crystalline, I don't know exactly. Some people pronounce it differently, but I say Crystalline. And that's going over that. So I'm just patting it on there. And I'm just kind of blending my edges. Get more color, packing it on. See how I left some green at the top though? Then I'm going back with that small brush that I had the moss color on, and I'm just going over those edges. See that? Pretty. So I wipe my brush off again. I'm dipping back in to the rest of my eye primer. I'm taking it on this side. So what I'm going to do now is take a little bit of this moonstone color right here and put it right here in the corner, just to kind of brighten up the under eye. So now I'm going to take that crystalline shade, highlight this brow bone right here, in the inner corner. Then I'm just blending that middle section there together. Okay. Now before I go any further, I'm just going to put a little bit of setting spray all over my face. just to kind of set the eyeshadow. So I'm going to close my eyes and just kind of spray. I feel like that just helps my powders all kind of just lock in together. So now that I'm done with the eyeshadow, I'm just going to do my eyeliner really quick. I'm telling you, if you're a beginner and you're just starting out with eyeliner, the Mary Kay eyeliner is like the absolute best. I've tried a lot, and this is by far my favorite. You could put some eyeliner on the inner waterline there. Since I've got this thing going on with my eye, I'm not going to do that. Then I'm just going to use my Ultimate Mascara for my eyelashes. I'm being extra careful just to get the tips of my lashes and not get close to my eye, even though after this clears up, I'll probably throw most of my mascara and eyeliner away anyway. I had already thrown some away, so now I have to throw more. Better safe than sorry. I'm just going to finish my lips with Mary Kay's Blush Velvet Lipstick. And I'm done. So all over the lid, we use this color here called Biscotti. And then on the outer corners and inner corner, we use this color called Moss. And then on the center, if I can think of what I'm trying to say, on the center of the lid, we use this color called Crystalline, whatever. And then we also highlighted the brow bone and inner corner with that color. And then down here on just this inner portion, we used Moonstone. And that was the look. So, also I have Juicy Peach blush on, Gilded Glow bronzer, and Blush Velvet lipstick. How to think. But yeah, I really like this. I had not played with these greens before. This is my first time using them. So I'm very pleased. I think the look turned out actually a lot better than I thought it was going to. One, I don't have contacts in, so it's harder to do your makeup when you're blind and you can't see. I feel for people who don't wear contacts and have to take their glasses off to do their makeup. I totally feel for you. I have a magnified mirror here and it still doesn't help me. But I didn't know, you know, and I've done this eyeshadow technique before, but very few times. And so it's something new for me to do, for you guys. You know, it's something different. But I wanted to give you options. So you can see how it kind of makes my eye look more rounded because I'm highlighting that center portion. I think it makes my eyes look kind of a little bit smaller. Of course, they're still big. There's no hiding that, but I think it makes them look a little bit smaller and just kind of gives that illusion. So, oh, we also used Sandstorm to blend out the edges. I forgot that. So this color here, Sandstorm, we also use that. So, check out some of these colors. I know my one thing about Mary Kay eyeshadows is just how expensive they are. However, they're worth it, I have to say. They truly do blend beautifully. I did have some fallout with the darker color, but nothing that didn't just sweep away easily. You can tell, I mean, like, there's nothing left behind. I didn't do any touch-ups or anything like that. So, you know, it's really easy just to sweep it right away. No problem. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll have more coming soon. Thanks. Have a great day.